Today is May 25th, 2026. We're going to be doing today's daily Dokkandle. I did mention in the last video that I was not going to be doing the voiceover next time, but then I actually looked at the recording and then realized, the audio device is still not reset. So I had to do, unfortunately, one other voiceover. There are more voiceovers coming out in the future of the channel, but they're very few and limited. All the videos are recorded, but you know, let's just stick to today, where I'm just going to be voicing over like I've been doing it before. So let's hop straight into it. Now, of course, we'll start off with the classic scouter. We're just going to be finding the character, so we always do. We use this, see it's a Goku. We mark off that it is Power B, not Power Beyond Super Saiyan, which means that we can narrow down any Super Saiyan 2, 3, Red, Blue, UI. So we know it's a Super Saiyan or base Goku. And we also know it's not Kaioken because he's full power. So we try to guess this Goku. We don't get it. We do narrow it down and know that it's not Namek Saga. I guess this is a bad guess. We do not know that it's not Saiyan Saga as well. But this Goku has Kaioken, so he has full power. So there was no way it could be him. So we just try to guess a Goku, and it is a Cell Saga, so we go for a Super Saiyan Goku. We are right. We are on the right track getting a Super Saiyan Goku in here. So we try to find another Super Saiyan Goku. We don't find any of this. We do know now that it's Tech, because that's the only type that's missing. So, you know, we just try to narrow it down, and we see here that we have the tag Goku and Gohan unit. We know that they're Tech, so obviously we click on them, and it was indeed them. Very quick and easy guess. Next we move on to passive. We do have Evil Domination as our name, so with that we just type in a Frieza. Don't really know which Frieza because, you know, all we have is stats, so we just guess a random one and try to narrow it down a little bit. And here we have full power GT bosses. Now that basically could only be Omega, because that's the whole thing Omega buff, so we try to guess Super Easy A, STR Omega, and of course we got him. Here we go on to Grid. Now I do panic here a little bit unnecessarily because I see Special Pose and Nullify and piss my pants. But then I realized that the Gammas can fit there. Right now I'm looking at Gotenks because Gotenks has a nullification. Gotenks has a counter. He does not have a nullification. He just tanks the supers. So we know that, we take it off, and then we just, you know, put in the Gammas, because we just said Gammas count for this. Now we do end up typing Gotenks 3 anyway. I don't remember why this was. I mean, we do find a bunch of stuff it can be, because I just explained that it can't be counter and nullification. So we just put him in no easy A special pose. Now, in order to get counter nullify, we just put the classic Omega. But we decide to put him in no easy A because that's much harder to find. And then, of course, we put an easy A counter character, and that's going to be Kai Goku. Next, we are going to start using the Super Saiyan 4 characters. Most of every Super Saiyan 4 just has a counter. That's like their whole gimmick. So we just put in Super Saiyan 4 Goku there. Then we put in Super Saiyan 4 Goku Daima in no easy A Super. Or I guess we just use no easy A SCR. It's fine too. Next we use Beerus for the counter, but then we realized Beerus doesn't have a counter, he has taunt, so we just put in Piccolo to put in Super Extreme while we think of a Nullify super character, which should be easy. Because of course, well, first we do get Topo, because Topo special pose SCR. And what would we get for here again? Oh, we just use another Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Yeah. Okay, so now we have full power here. Now this is a very unique full power, we don't typically get this one. Now, I do get it more along in the future, but as of when I get this, which is, again, May 25th, this is way later down the line, so I have not been doing Dokkandle diligently anymore. But of course, this is a new one for now. This is, I mean, it's not even close to being old. Like, we just get this instantly. This is just Goku's. And this one, the same thing. We've been doing these a bunch. Not really anything new to see here. We just guess these immediately and then just call it a day. Now we do go into Connectionz here, see a character instantly. Those are very easy to get. That's really nice. We do see the Goku Black clone. I have mentioned multiple times in this channel before that when you see the Goku Black clone, that usually means that the typing is extreme. Though I don't know how to identify the characters through their color, like the clones to their color. So we have to find what color it is, and we find out that it's AGL. Okay. So here we are in a bit of an impasse. Because we have a bunch of recent characters, so I try to guess mechanic. Though these characters don't really have a unique mechanic that unifies them together, so it's not mechanic. So then we try something different. We then realize that every character there is also Universe 11. Or I try to guess Universal Osaka first, sorry. Then I try to guess Universal 11. Yeah, that's pretty true. And then we get all these characters, which for some reason is going to be Transformation Boost. Which is, yeah. Now we'll listen to the OST. Roll the clip, Jamie. Of course, we know this is First Form Freeze is after skill OST. Next, we're going to move on to Zoom Card over here. We, of course, get the first two guesses just to know what the card is. Here, we try to guess Aos, but it's not Aos. Then we can clearly see right here. It's Birder. We just hit a Birder. Now, of course, nothing new to mention here. Like, we've done this multiple times. You already know the drill. We're going to completely speed through Bingo. Now, Bingo, nothing much to mention here. We're just looking at categories, making the connections. I like to keep the entirety of Bingo in the video because Bingo is a game mode where you can look at me do these things and, you know, try to narrow it down. Now, of course, we do get it. And now we're going to move on to Pyramid Z. Now, Pyramid Z has this formidable foe, which is Diabolical. The year is easy because it's this year, and years usually help me. They disbenefit me a lot of the times. But current year, like, I can narrow that down. And we can't really guess what Formidable Enemy is, so we just organize the rest, and then we hope we get it right. Now, it does seem that that's the category for SRs that awaken into SSRs using Dokkan medals, which it does seem to be the case, but we got it anyway, right? We narrow it down. Anyways, that is it for today's daily Dokkandle. Had a lot of fun, and shout out to the devs, brother.